Good afternoon, everybody. Mike Juby with Mossy Jaw Custom Baits. You guys do me a favor before we get started. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. Make sure that whenever I put out some of my content that you guys are made aware and you can get the latest on what's going through my pea brain. Northeast Oklahoma, last couple of weeks. A lot of rising water, a lot of rain. It's post-spawn. The spawn is waning. It's winding down. The fish had started moving out into that deeper water. I apologize for all this right here. I got the door open out here. Sun's shining in. But the water's on the rise. We have been inundated with rain the last couple of days. And just as an example, Grand Lake, I have a tournament there this weekend. And it is depending on it's at 748, which normal pull right now they're still considering the winter pull, which is 742, so it's about 6 foot above normal. I haven't looked since this afternoon, so it's probably gone down because they opened up the gates a little bit more, but regardless, the lake is up. Last week I went and I thought it being up about 2.5 feet, 2 3/4 feet, I thought there would be some water on some sycamores, and I was going to throw a jig around those and see if I could. I learned real quick that the water just was not quite there, so I backed off and found some, like I said, those post-spawn fish. Now I know the water's there, so I'll be flipping those bushes. And if I can't get them to bite on a jig or some kind of Texas rig, a bug or something, then I will throw a lot of people will throw a spinnerbait. I'm one of those. I'll have a spinnerbait tied on, although I just don't think the wind is going to be there. So what I will do is I will tie on a vibrating jig, but one thing that I like to do is I will downsize mine. I'm trying to get that sunlight off of my face, although it probably enhances my look. But I'll downsize. Here's a 1/4 ounce poison tail jig, or jig head, pearl chartreuse head, red eyes, blue shimmer with 3 strands of chartreuse, and that vibrating jig blade is 1 inch. There is a noticeable difference in it, and I have my other blades put up right now, and I don't want to get them. But there's a notice. This is quite a bit smaller than your 3/8 Z-Man or your Thunder Cricket. This is a lot smaller, okay, and more narrow. But right now, a shad spawn going on. Those shad are about 3 inches long, 3.5 inches long. They had just a hint of chartreuse on their back, on their lateral line, and just a subtle hint. So I put 3 little strands in there so you can see there's some chartreuse in that. Okay, that's not yellow, and it's not fluorescent yellow, it's chartreuse. But I'll downsize to that. Very simple. Pour the head, powder coat it. You'll notice I have that is a Do It Molds hook keeper. And I have a straight shank 3/0 Victory sickle hook, and I put that in the mold. Take my vibrating jig blade, a number 1 speed clip, and then there's 3 holes. I will put the keeper through that bottom hole, take my pliers, and then just bend that down. And this is not a piece of wire that's gonna, you could tell I've got to exert some force to get that bent, but I will bend that down, and that's not going to come off. Okay, I know that's not going to come off. In all the times I've thrown these, I've had one come off, and I actually got it caught in a bush, and I was able to go over and retrieve and realize I didn't turn down the blade, and then so I was able to you know, save that bait, so to speak. And then put it on and take my pliers and just right there on the boat. Didn't have to retie or nothing. So that was, you know, just a blessing in disguise. But again, just a little blue shimmer skirt, chartreuse. That's 1/4 ounce, folks. That is nothing very big. I'll throw that on a 7.2 Falcon, probably 17-pound test line, and I'll have a little, probably a 3-inch, 6-cent whale with a blue back or a white with a little chartreuse. Take my chartreuse marker, and put a little chartreuse on it. By something, just add a little color. Maybe the head of that dippy dye it red. Just give it some color. Just something. When it goes by, a fish can see it. Try downsizing that. Try downsizing your vibrating jigs. Again, a 1/4 ounce. This is a number 3 blade. And I'm going to be honest, I do not recall where I got these. I have ordered so many blades in the last 3 months. I don't recall if this was Barlow's or Tackle Warehouse or another tackle site. I'm going to be honest, I just can't recall. 1-inch number 3 though. Heck, you could probably just type that in your search bar, you know, a size 3 vibrating jig blade, and see what you come up with. Try that. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Throw out a few comments. If you like that, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I want to know what you guys. I want some feedback from you guys. Okay. Good luck out on the water this weekend. When you're out on the water, be safe. Keep an eye on the sky, and outwork yesterday. Appreciate you guys.